so much noise pollution here. But I came here. It's not their fault. I'm just noticing it. I'm not saying I want it gone. I'm right next to the airport. I'm right next to the Air Guard base. I'm right next to a lot of things. Float plane. Airport, I guess. Looks like a major trail, doesn't it? I don't trust it. But then again, maybe we'll try it out. Candace Owens has just destroyed Kamala Harris. Just destroyed her. She had this like vendetta. To expose the lies. She ain't black. I guess now they're gonna have to change it to, well, she's a minority. She's a minority upbringing. And even that's kind of a stretch. But, I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to describe the way that, I mean, I really don't care about the blackness of her. I'm just thinking, you know, why are we lying? Is a big question to me, you know. Obviously, this person is lying so that you, a group of people, think that she's like you and not somebody that would, you know, lie and say that they were like you to get your vote unintelligently. That's saying that you're that unintelligent that you're just gonna vote for somebody because of the color of their skin. If there's a person that considers themselves black or whatever, you know, I don't want to be politically correct. If you're a black person, and you vote because somebody's black, you vote for them just because they're black, that's racist. You're a hypocrite. And it's not even for a good reason. So what does that tell you about the way that you feel? And you can feel however you want to feel. I'm not saying you can't feel a certain way. I'm just saying if you feel that way, that you're being manipulated. It doesn't look like anything else to me. I can feel it too, but you know, they don't have to try as hard for me. I can feel it like, you know, I shouldn't promote people, you know, because that's racist, because I'm white. I can't think somebody's good. I don't think Trump is good. I think if I had two choices, which obviously that's all we have two choices. You can vote for a liar, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure. And Donald Trump's a liar too, so I don't know. I guess it all comes down to what they do for us. And one is going to take things away from you. The other one is to, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't vote. I'm not gonna vote. I will never vote. Because I don't think it's fair. Do you think it's fair? I'm sure you think it's fair if you get if the vote happens the way that you want it. But then, how sure of yourself are you that you're getting what you want and not just what they told you that you want? So it's a big convoluted thing when you start dealing with liars and cheats. You want to live your life as simple as you can and as innocent as you can, because all these other things are complicated and there's no real reason to do it. Come on. I'd be offended. If I was a black person, I'd be offended. I would be offended. I mean, but you're not even supposed to group up like that, remember? You're not supposed to be a black person. You're just a person, right? What is it? When you're talking, you can be a black person, but when I'm talking, you just have to be a person? All of this stuff, it's all made up. I really hate all this fucking bullshit. I see people that are usually making good decisions and things, and then we start talking about race. Oh my God, it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, well, black people made this and that. Okay. Well, white people made this and that. Oh, well, guess what? People on the other side of the earth made other side of the flat earth, you know, this side and that side corner are making stuff too. People thousands of miles away are making stuff too. Same as this, the same as that. You're an inventor. Oh my God. If everything's already been done, where does it come from? Come here. I can hear people. Why are there people around me? It looks so hard to get away from people, and I can hear people walking. Oh wow. We'll go up here and we'll see the trail, and then we'll turn around. I wish nobody would vote. I know I said that before. People, when I tell this to some people, they tell me that'll never work. We have to vote. And I start to tell them ideas, and some ideas are stupid, and some ideas are good, some ideas are, kind of mine. Some are kind of other people's. They're just ideas. Come on, I don't want to go down there. Yes, we'll go back. Go up that big hill. Come on, you guys. What are we doing? I like watching videos about the reset of humanity. It's interesting that, they don't talk about how we can control the weather. It's always been like this. Well, we want to control the weather. Think of how great it would be, and then people come out, well, this would happen and that would happen. You're kind of like thinking to yourself, oh, that happens sometimes. So I'd be willing to venture a guess that everybody that hears this video, they were doing weather control before you were born. You think I'm wrong? You want to believe I'm wrong? Or you want to know I'm wrong? What is it? Do you do either of them? I don't feel like I'm wrong. The things that I've seen, I stop at after I see them. I mean, not stop, but I don't stop my general direction of thought and go down that rabbit hole instead. Oh, well, now I need to check on this. Maybe I will someday check on it further, but I live in a plausible world. I live in a plausible world. I live in a world where if I can think it, I feel like it's already probably been done. Because if I can think it, other people can think it. All they need to do is go down a similar path, and they can come to a similar conclusion. I feel that's the way everything is. Built on prior experiences. Oh, hurry. Look at that. You better do some stretching before the walk. You don't want to be pissing and then pull your groin doing the splits. What'd they drive up there? It's really an interesting place. I don't know about the airport, like what year. I'm sure you could look it up. But there could be houses out here too. You know, people living out here. I was watching Stargate SG-1, the TV show. And this one group of aliens to us, this one group of people would use medicine to carry sterilization drugs into a population that was suffering a catastrophic disease. This is a big hill. Didn't look that big before, did it, Guru? Science fiction tends to touch on the subjects that we're going through right now. Like moral implications of doing certain things. Come on. I think we should let go of this human race thing and just be a group of people. I mean, we're really slacking. Another thing, sorry, this is what I do on my free time from SG1, is that everywhere we go in the show, we're really far behind. They always say that we're too stupid. I mean, we're not born stupid. It's like we just don't develop ourselves. If we were to develop ourselves, we wouldn't be able to be used by each other. We could have a spot amongst other people, I would think. There's not a whole lot of evidence that I've physically seen myself, if any. But I do feel that believe that come on, what are you doing? The Earth as we know it is probably just a piece of a larger Earth. I don't think it's round and just way bigger. But I don't think it's not. I think I don't know. But anyways, I see water in my mind. I see water in other lands. Something that comes into my mind a lot is seeing stuff underneath the water. Was the water always there? Did the water come there from another time? Or, I mean, what started it? I think of things as cycles, and it might stay in a general area, but if the water all goes away and goes into the sky or whatever and is carried somewhere else and then comes down there, becomes things there, I mean, that would change things. If you think about it, if there's nothing around a town or something, like, you know, you got something out in the middle of the desert, nobody would build a town there. There used to be something there, some way to support a town, you know, because that's the way that we are. We don't just go places. Well, we do, but we learn to use those places. I mean, you have to use the places to live in the way that we live. If you want to eat food and do all those things, then you have to use the place around you to create it. This is a weird subject. So, I would like to ride a motorcycle through here, but I feel like other people wouldn't like it, and also it wouldn't be safe. You know, what if I come along and I see some other people? They could get hurt by my machine or whatever. I could dodge them and hurt myself on my machine. It's just not really safe. But where do you ride it? You know? I think we should be able to ride it out here. But I'm against the people going against the rules. We made the rules together, and you're not following them. Just stepped in dog poop from Guru. It didn't hurt though. Everybody wants rulers because they think that the rulers are going to give them things. But the rulers are there using you. They're not there for your enjoyment, you know? The warden isn't there. Well, I guess he is, to make your life better. But not ultimately. He works for somebody else. He's probably just there to keep you from dying. Because of the unnatural situations that they hold you in. Like if it was not prison and you weren't strong enough to fend for yourself, you wouldn't hang out around all those big bad people. So that's not fair to you. You see? So that's what I believe the warden is there for, is to keep the prisoners from eating each other. Could you imagine if you put a bunch of prisoners in the thing and came back and there was just one in there? He ate all the other prisoners. It might just take care of itself. But you also have to be there to thwart any actions that they're gonna take to get out of there themselves, you know? You gotta break down the tools that they make and all that.